Hello, hello, hello! You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic, Lamar Jackson is Neo from the Matrix. Listen, y'all heard me bring this up before. You heard me make the point. You heard me tell y'all what was really going on. And then RGIII went on First Take and he clarified every point that we brought up on this platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play RGIII on First Take today saying how Lamar Jackson is pretty much raging against the system, and that's what the problem is. So without further ado, we're going to get into it and break down this video. Let's go.
The way that Lamar's handling of the contract situation.
I don't have a problem with the handling because I want to, enlighten everybody about what's going on. Everyone talks about how Lamar doesn't have an agent and how it's hurting him. Yep. But we've seen guys like Laramie Tunsil go out and negotiate 2 contracts to become the highest paid left tackle without an agent. Yep. We've seen Richard Sherman do it. Bobby Wagner has done it. The DeAndre Hopkins has done it. So not having an agent isn't what's keeping Lamar Jackson from getting this fully guaranteed contract. What's preventing him from getting this fully guaranteed deal is the fact that he is raging against the machine. It's agents, it's NFL insiders. All of these guys, they don't want their bottom line to be affected. Talk about the agents. They want a piece of this contract because that's how they make a living. The NFL insiders, they want a piece of the information because that's how they make a living. So by Lamar not having an agent and cutting them out, not having the direct ties to every NFL insider out there, cutting them out, he's raging against that machine, and he's not winning that battle right now. Lamar is worthy and deserving of a fully guaranteed deal because Deshaun Watson got that deal. And it's not that he's an outlier. It's the fact that Lamar Jackson has accomplished more on the field, and he has a much cleaner track record off the field.
Okay, so y'all heard what the man just said. What have I been telling you guys for months? No. Listen, here's the thing. When we break down content, when I break down content, I break it down on such a minuscule point. The reason why is because I want this platform to represent truth. We're going to laugh, we're going to have fun, but it has to be rooted in truth. This is why I told you what was going on. It's easy. Anybody that understands any system, every system that's ever been known to man has checks and balances. Lamar Jackson is going around that. And a lot of people is going to say, well, Nitro, if that's true, then why weren't they out against Laramie Tunsil and them for getting theirs? Want me to tell you why? There's an easy reason to understand why. Because none of those guys were quarterbacks. Quarterbacks make the most money. They get the most for endorsement deals. When you cut out agents from the quarterback, you have to understand what's going on here. If Lamar Jackson goes forward and solidifies a deal with a team that is almost fully guaranteed or fully guaranteed, that lessens, right, the importance for the agents, right? And remember, the insiders get their information from the agents. They're all connected. It's a spider web. You ever seen Spider-Man? That's what it is. So what's going on is everybody is fighting or scared to lose their place at the table. This has nothing to do about Lamar Jackson. This has everything to do about keeping players within a boundary of checks and balances. Listen, and let me let you understand this, right? I understand that the same agents, the same insiders, they have families. They earn wages that put kids through college. pay for vehicles, insurance, medical bills, homes, mortgages, investments. That's what it does. What Lamar Jackson represents is more than Deshaun Watson is. The actual outlier is Lamar. Deshaun Watson is not an outlier to the system. You have to understand that. They're trying to frame it that it's the fully guaranteed contract that is the outlier. No, the outlier of the entire system is Lamar Jackson. That's why I've compared him to Neo from The Matrix. And you know why? It's because the rules in which governs him is not normal amongst the system with people in his position. You understand? So when Lamar doesn't have an agent, when Lamar is very quiet, very protected in how information gets out, that means insiders can't get any news. So what they do is, because they're frantic and say, look, this is the biggest, they already know he's a cash cow. He's the NFL's biggest cash cow right now. Everybody knows that. So what they're saying is, we can't get no information on him. We can't get no information on what he's doing. We don't even know what he's invested in. So they're mad. They're aggravated. You know why? Because it only takes one to change how people after do business. You understand? It only takes one. And you know what Lamar Jackson is? He leaves impressions on the next generation. Almost more, if not more than any other player right now in the NFL. More than Patrick Mahomes, more than Tom Brady, more than Peyton Manning, more than Aaron Rodgers, more than Josh Allen, more than all of them. Because he connects, he resonates with the next generation. Like how an Allen Iverson resonated with the next generation. Like how Michael Vick resonated with another generation. It just is what it is. The NFL's already realized this. That's why his name leads all shows. Because they know that his name, his likeness, his appearance draws crowds. You ask those players out in Baltimore when those lines for those kids come out and those adults, and you have all the tables of all the players. In Minnesota, you think they're lining up to see Kirk Cousins? It's Justin Jefferson. But when it comes to Baltimore, it's the Lamar Jackson show. So what Lamar Jackson right now is going against? He's going against an organization that prides itself on team instead of me. You understand like that? They don't like that so much is on Lamar Jackson. He gets so much of the credit, so much of the image. They don't like that. That's number one. Number two, insiders do not like that he's quiet. He's closeted with all of his information because they can't know nothing. They can't leak nothing. They can't talk about nothing. It's them throwing crap at a wall and hoping that it sticks. And agents do not like it because what it does is it upsets the balance for future negotiations when it comes to upcoming players signing contracts. I keep telling people it's more than Lamar. And I'm going to show you how crazy it is, right? Kirk Cousins got a fully guaranteed deal. Did you hear anything? Did you? Deshaun Watson, with everything happening at the same time off the field. Everyone was like, bro, that's crazy deal, bro. That's crazy. But did you hear anything crazy? No. He was applauded for it. Applauded. Lamar's an anomaly. Right? He represents everything the system hates. You understand? The swagger, the clothes, the chains, the hair, the look, the talk, even the play. He's an anomaly. When you talk about a player being a unicorn, he truly represents that notion, that assessment, that definition. And that's the crux of what's going on right now. You really think, listen, there's too much proof for anybody to be able to refute this. Look at the way things are being phrased when it comes to Lamar Jackson. Look at the way they try to tear him down from his intelligence, his business acumen, his football acumen, his football intelligence, his football ability, his health ability. They were doing this before he was ever hurt. They were doing this after he got the MVP. They were talking this way during the MVP. I know you guys do remember when somebody came out and said, oh, Lamar got an MVP, but the Ravens are just going to have to make him, graduate, and then they'll get somebody else to fill in those shoes. I remember. I remember. I told everybody this. It has to be the most frustrating thing to be in. When you're, listen, in WWE, WWF, WCW, all those ECW, all the wrestling, what you have is you have heroes, but you also have, because it's fake. It's all scripted. But you have heroes, people that that's who we want to be the hero. But to every story, there has to be something that they call a heel. In other words, a villain. And the reason why I call him Neo is because in the mind of the Matrix, right? In the movie, Neo was the villain. Think about it. Think about it. He was the villain. And they've already successfully painted Lamar to be the villain. The worst part about being a villain is sometimes when they paint you as a villain, you have to embrace it. Lamar has been nothing but kind. He's been nothing but respectful. He's been nothing but understanding. Even with people trying to actively come at his name, come at his image, come at his mom, come at his intelligence, he's always said, I work hard. I just want to be the best I could be. Keep it moving. And he's done all of that with people laughing in his face. I don't think people sometimes do not look at athletes as being humans. Think about you yourself trying to achieve something and everybody ridiculing you, laughing in your face while you try everything in your power to achieve what you dream. Think about it. How many people have been prescribed Prozac for less? He doesn't even complain. Keeps laughing along, smiling along, and going about his business. This is why it frustrates me when you have the fans not understanding what's really going on. The Ravens also know this. They're leveraging that. You understand? The Ravens don't even really have to put out bad press for him because the media, the agents, like I've said on this platform, are doing it for them. What the Ravens are doing, they're not refuting none of it. Oh. And guess what? That means that what? A lie that has been what? Covered properly becomes truth. If I tell you a lie right now, and you never find out that it's a lie, then it's a truth. You understand? An undiscovered lie is truth. People don't understand that. There's levels to this. I told everybody, the NFL should be named not the NFL, but BB. And what I mean by BB is big business. And they view Lamar as somebody that is upsetting. As much as he makes money, but can upset the balance inside of the big business. Because a lot of people eat off of this big business. They become comfortable. They become complacent. and they've become protective of their statutes, their position, their seats at the table. And they're not going to go down without a fight. So what Lamar Jackson is going through right now is a fight. He's fighting against everybody. He's fighting even the NFLPA because they're trying to get what they want from him. So the Ravens are trying to screw him. The NFLPA is trying to use him as a mortar. The agents want to get rid of him. The insiders can't stand him. And then the media paints him as Diablo himself. So of course, it's going to look way bad before it ever looks good. I'm not mad at what he's doing, but look, he's always been different. He's been doing things different, and he's not going to change. He's not. He's just not. We're not talking about an aging player that they could phase out of the back door like they've done to certain players. Like how you seen like an Allen Iverson when he got up there in age and David Stern said, okay, let's phase him out of the league. It's not the same thing. He's in his prime. He leads jersey sales still till today. Good luck. And I know that he's up to the challenge. That's why he remains in an upbeat and in good spirits. Because that's how he's built. He said himself, he is up for the challenge. And it is a challenge indeed. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show! Yes, sir! Thank you all for watching. Once again, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and you know I appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I love talking with you guys down there. And, you know, just be respectful and understanding other people's differing opinions, and we have no problems. And you can look in the description right now. That is now available for the Patreon for The Wunderkind Show. That is now available. You can find it inside of the description for this, and you'll find there's only one tier that's available right now, but they're great. But it's a tier that inquires a lot, and we're going to keep adding, and we're going to keep growing. And if you would like to donate also to this channel, at the bottom of the screen is a QR code for the Cash App for this channel. And also in the description is the Cash App. Money sign, The Wunderkind Show. So once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yep.